Good morning. So thank you for tuning in with Enchantress. That's me, the babbler, always, as you can see. And so I just decided to hit record because I wanted to share, because that is part of what I am doing here, sharing with care. And so I just wanted to show you there, just even share with you the synchronicity of just even things that are highlighted for me, because I can only share with you in my own experience. You see, I know that I speak poetically, but that's just this thing about me that I does. So I woke up a little bit stuffy today. I don't know if it's because of this snow globe waves. So I got a snowy day, so I am filled with absolute gratitude to be able to come to you this morning from the comfort of my own bedroom, you see. So that is like totally dope for me, and so I get to do these kind of things. And so inspired by my own little parenting ways of patient royal ways, seriously, of how I patiently and lovingly, unconditionally, and having to pluck at my own roots of upbringing, you see, to not repeat the same cycling of parenting habits and disastrous conditionings put on to my own children. I am very mindful in my ways that I deal with her in many ways, and polar opposite astrologically she is for me. And one of my most difficult of signs in this lifetime, you see, that I have had crazy experiences with Geminis. And so it's just interesting, the polarities that we're both meant to grow and evolve and learn from one another. So she, this morning, in our little wrestling ways, before she went to bed, because she broke night, no school today, when she gets cranky, she can become intolerable in many ways. And one of the biggest things for me in parenting is one of the horrible conditionings of our generation that from a young child I used to scream. The tyranny behind even parenting, of how we get to get our children to listen by threatening or being law, you know what I mean, just because we can. And how unfair, a lot of that is. And just think about the stance. Like, you rule, this way. Why does it have to be this way? Like, what are you conditioning that way to? Those are just like egotistical ways of control, and also of not facing what's uncomfortable, what you don't want to deal with. That's why a lot of parents silence their children, like, hush, because they don't want to deal with it. And is that the way to be? That's like another form of escapism, if you dare and you ask me. But you know what I mean? Seer is me. So I told her not to do something, and in her cranky ways and her stubborn ways, she went and she did it anyways. And I find it disgusting, you see. She went and she spit on her hand and she put it on me. I said don't do it, and I meant it this time. Sometimes I can play the game how you want to play. I'm going to lick your face. But you don't do that to your mother when she says, don't do that. You know what I mean? I said, this time I'm serious. Don't play with me. And she knew I was serious too. But she was serious in her, PMS blues. And she was cranky too because she wanted to go to bed. And I'm like, don't do it. I swear, don't do it. She did it. I said I was going to drop you if you did it. And so, you know, I gently did that, held her down. I was like, you see, I'm not using any force. She tried to scream and wriggle from me. She's like, oh, my stomach, you're hurting me. Okay, so, you know, I didn't put no pressure on her. Please, she was not hurting. She was not hurting, but the mirror was before us, you see, too. And she was getting so angry. I was like, girl, look, why? Why is this happening? Look at yourself in the mirror. Let's look. Let's look together. Okay, you see? Like, what do you want from me? Why are you being so mean to me? Like, I told you not to do that to me. Like, listen, okay? Listen, you see. Oh, she was mad, and I was like, no, I'm not gonna get up, you see? I'm gonna get up, look in the mirror, relax, breathe. Let's breathe together. And wriggling and wriggling. Wriggling. It's like, no. So until she calmed down, breathe in through your nose and let it out through your mouth. Like, this is what it's about. She even tries to spit again from them, but she was like, let go of my hands, okay? All right, but if you try to do it again, I'm gonna hold them to protect myself. You see, she wanna act like I'm hurting her. No, no pressure. Just, you know, remember, Mama's always gonna be beast. These are the things that, you know, I don't need you to see. I don't need to force out of me. Like, I know this to be. Like, let's remember this, please. But anyways, so when we were done with this, she was so mad. She got up, stormed out, went to her room, slammed the door, went to bed. Still, you know, shouted, I love you. Come again. But, you know, I went in her room, you know, gave her a hug. Even when she woke up from, you know, because she really was tired. She knocked out. And that, like, you know, little rustle, you know, wore her out. So I was like, good, we're doing exercise. She's like, I don't like to do exercise. Anyways, it was funny. I was cracking up for a while. She was mad at that, too. Because she was trying to go to bed and she wanted quiet, you know. She was like, just be quiet for a minute. Anyway, so she inspired a poem for me that I shared, right? So this is what I'm sharing with you guys now. So I'm just going to share the poem, and then I just find it interesting that after this, I write this poem, you know, this happened, she's sleeping, I'm enjoying my, you know, snow day off, and the fairy cards called to me, and I haven't pulled from this deck. I have many oracle cards, and I listen to them all, and, you know, I go as I feel and stuff like that, and this one called out, and I'm like, okay, let's see what that's all about. And so, like, you know, like, I'm shuffling about, and then I pulled, you know, 4 cards, and the 4 cards that I pulled, the first one was the Green Woman, right? And then, and remember, I haven't pulled these cards in a while, so, like, I don't know every single deck and its meaning, and every single deck has its own meaning from its creator that is supposed to be like this resonating, synchronistic, energetic tie that you have with your oracles in such a sublime, like, you know, bright light that you're just communicating, you know, and bringing to the surface and bringing it to light, you know, another way to see or express things that are beings. So, you know, it's this cool thing. Like, you know, if you want to judge it, then, you know, that's fine. If this is not for you, then, you know, go, you know, your merry way. But synchronistic, we have to find our own ways to engage in this thing that we are conscious and alive to. And this is the life that I'm alive to right now at this time, you know, that I gotta get hip with me in every single way. So I find these things, and whatever resonates is what stays, and whatever grows and evolves, that's just, you know, for me, profound. It may not be for you, but, you know, these are the things that we do. So anywho, so I write this poem, and oh wait, so I pulled the cards. Let me go to show you which cards came out before I go to the poem and blah blah blah. I'm going to try not to make this one so long. Wait till I share a little clip. I'm going to share a little clip that I shared on Snapchat about what my daughter said to me yesterday is when I came out and I told her, I asked her something like for reals about watching my YouTube videos and her response. Anyways, I'll share that. That'll be like the end clip of something. Alright, anyways, so pulled the Green Woman, card number 30. Then after that, I pulled the Fixer reversed, which I got immediately of like why, even though I may not know the full definitions of these cards without looking in the book, I kind of got why he came out upside down, because for this card, what he does right side up is kind of like, that's not what's up. But if you want it, you can have it that way. But it doesn't mean that your problems are going to go away. I already knew that intuitively, you see. So the fact that he was coming back upside down, and the fact that the green woman was right side, like, you know, she was up, I knew that what she represented was fixing what was not right about this, that was bringing, you know, a burst of light into life. So intuitively receiving that, you know, that was dope in itself. But anyways, so then the next card that came out was the Speaker of Truth, and then the Queen of the Golden Bow. So now you know. So anyways, but alright, so I wrote this poem after, you know, my little wrestle with my kid. Sends her to bed. She sent herself to bed. Seer. So that's the name of the poem on Enchanted Babble, and it's excuse me guys, I wish I had something to drink next to me, but I don't at this time. So actually, give me a moment in time.